Okay, good day, class. Today is October 19, 2021, week 6. Our topic is about the simple and general annuities. So, the objectives are illustrate simple and general annuities and distinguishes between simple and general annuities. To start with, let's review our lesson last week. Let's start with this example. 20,000 is invested for 15 years at 5% compounded semi-annually. A, give the value of each variable using the formula A equals P times the quantity 1 plus I power n, where I equals R over K and n equals K times T. So identify the following: P, R, I, and n. Remember, our T here, or time, is 15, or 15 years. And our K here is 2, semi-annually, compounded semi-annually. So let's start with P, or the present value. We know that is 20,000. The R is given to be 5% or 0.05. Our I um, can be computed using this formula, R over K. What is R? 0.05 over 2. 0.05 over 2 is 0.025, and N can be computed by multiplying K times T. 2 times 15 is 30. So find the amount, the compound amount, by using this formula. Given A equals P times 1 plus I power n, where P is 20,000 times 1 plus 0.025, which is your I, to the power 30. And that will give you 41,951.35. You may use your calculator, just make sure you know how to use it. Okay, which comes first? Maybe you add 1 and 0.025. The sum will be raised to 30, and then the product, or the answer there, will be multiplied to 20,000, will give you 41,951.35. And to find the compound interest, or IC, equals the future minus the present, where your future is 41,951.35 less 20,000. The answer is 21,951.35 pesos. So for your first activity, you answer each of the following. This is just the same with the previous example, the review example. Okay, so find the compound amount, the solution, the answer, find the compound interest. So the solution and what's the answer. Okay, so to start with, this lesson will tackle first the definition and types of annuities and the difference between simple and compound annuities. There are types of annuity according to correspondence of payment intervals with interest periods. There are two: the simple annuity. The payment interval is also the same as the interest period. So take note of the payment interval, okay, and the interest period. Okay, the interest period. Also, the general annuity refers to an annuity where the length of the payment interval is not the same as the length of the interest compounding period. So, if in simple annuity, your payment interval is equal to interest period, this is the compounding period, no? How many times you will be charged of the interest, compounded monthly ba yan, quarterly, and so on and so forth. And this one is the payment interval. If this monthly, is this yearly, or what? Daily? So general annuity is not the same. The length of the payment interval is not the same in the interest compounding period. We can also, the annuities may be illustrated using a time diagram. The time diagram for an ordinary annuity is given below. So here, starting now, 0, and first, the first payment up to the end payment, where you're going to pay a regular payment, R. Okay. Example of simple annuity: 50,000 deposited every year for 5 years at 8% per year compounded annually. This is what I'm referring to. The payment interval here is every year. And then the interest period is compounded annually every year, annually, since they are equal, or they are, yes, they are equal. This is simple annuity. Okay, I'll repeat. The payment interval here, no, you deposit 50,000 every year. The payment interval is every year, and the interest period is annually, compounded annually. So they are equal. So therefore, they are equal every year and annually. Therefore, this is simple annuity. So let's solve it. The cash flow of the given situation can be illustrated in the time diagram below. Look at the payment of starting now, and then at the end of the first year, 50,000, hanggang sa fifth year, 50,000. The future value of all the payments at the end of term time is 5 years. So you look at this. First year, 50,000 times 1.08, we have 8%. Okay, power n. By using this formula, okay, we can solve the year payment. So this is 68,000, 24.45, 62,985.60 on the second year. On the third year, 58,320. On the fourth year, 54,000. And on the fifth year, 50,000. Okay, because this is multiplied by 1.08 power 0. 1.08 power 0 is 1. Multiplied by 50,000 is 50,000. Okay, and then you just add all of it. Okay, 50,000, 54,000, etc., etc., will give you 293,330.05. That is the future value. Now, using our formula, okay, this formula, to find the future value equals the regular payment, which is 50,000, times, okay, 1 plus I, where I is 8%, power n, 5 minus 1 over I, will give you 293,000. So they are the same. I'm just showing you this one with the time diagram, or you may solve it directly using this formula. Okay? How about the general annuity? In terms of payment interval and interest period, they are not equal. Payment interval and interest period are not equal. So look at this. Find the amount of annuity of 700 pesos every 6 months. So meaning you pay 700 every 6 months. Every 6 months in a year, so you pay twice a year. Okay? For 12 years if interest is 6% compounded monthly. So the payment interval every 6 months. The interest period compounded monthly, since they are not the same. This is twice a year and this is monthly. Therefore, this is general annuity. So to solve this, let's identify the R, which is 700. M sub 1 equals 2. M sub 1 is the payment interval. Okay? Twice every 6 months. So that's 2. M sub 2 is 12, because this is the compounding, compounded monthly. So we have 12 months. Time is 12 years. RM2 is the rate is 0.06%. And to find the n, multiply m sub 1. M sub 1 2 times t is 12 equals 24. So we just have to illustrate the cash flow, 700 in 24 months. Okay, n is 24 months. So 700, 700. So fine, first, since this is general annuity, the payment interval is not the same with the interest period, so you have to find the equivalent rate, or the I. And to solve for that, use this formula. We're given the following, or we already identify the following. So we just have to plug it here in our formula. So, okay, 1. The R is 0.06. The M sub 2 is 12. M sub 2, M sub 1 It's all here. So I now is 0.030377509, at least 8 decimal places. Okay, so we can find now the future value, and using this formula, again, substitute all the values that we have. R is 700, 1 plus I is here. We have solved it already. N is 24. So F, or the future value, is 24,212.83. Using the time diagram, let's see if we have the same answer. This 24,212.83. Okay. Oh, look at this. Using this formula, we solve the following. So 700 plus 700 times this plus 700 times this, power 2, power 3, power 4, up to power 23. Because this one is power 0, 0 up to power 23. So you have 24,212.83. Okay, the same with this 24,000 using the formula. Now, for your activity, answer the engagement section. This is the engagement section of your leap. Let's identify the type of annuity first. So here, the payment interval is monthly, and the interest period is so compounded, how many times? Compounded annually. So that's one, monthly and annually. So this is general annuity. In letter B, yearly payment. So payment interval every year. And you are the interest period compounded annually. So they are the same. So this is simple annuity. So solve for this one. Show the illustration of the cash flow. Okay. So answer the simulation, reflection, and assessment section of the LEAP. And for the next objective, we have to find the future value and present value of both simple annuities and general annuities. So since future value, present value, let's have the formulas. Present value using this one, the future value using this one. What is the fair market value of a cash flow? Cash flow is a term that refers to payments received or the cash inflows, or payments or deposits made, cash outflows. Cash inflows can be represented by positive numbers, and the cash outflows can be represented by negative numbers. Since palabas siya, negative. It is also the amount of cash and cash equivalents being transferred into and out of the business. The fair market value or economic value of cash flow payment stream on a particular date refers to a single amount that is equivalent to the value of the payment stream at that date. This particular date is called the focal date. In its simplest sense, fair market value or FMV is the price that an asset would sell for on the open market. Let's have an example. John started to deposit 1,000 monthly in a fund that pays 6% compounded quarterly. How much will be in the fund after 15 years? So that is future value. And solve for the present value. Let's identify, is this a general annuity or a simple annuity? Since you are paying, the payment interval is monthly and the interest period is compounded quarterly, definitely they are not the same, they're not equal, monthly, quarterly. This is a general annuity. So, since it's a general annuity, let's identify the following. R is 1,000 pesos. M sub 1, payment interval is 12 kasi monthly. Okay? And then M sub 2 is compounded what? Quarterly, kaya M sub 2 is 4. T is 15 years and the rate is 6%. So N multiply M1 and T, it will give you 180. So M sub 1 is 12 times T is 15, that is 180. So using, since general annuity to, you have to find the equivalent rate first, the I, using this formula. Plug in all the informations that we have. So I now is equivalent to 0.00497521. Using that I to find the F, plug in the I here, R, the I, etc. You'll have the future value 290,082.18 centavos. And to find the P using this formula, plug in all the information. The P now is 118,729.52. So for your activity engagement, the engagement section, complete the table by computing the future value and present value of an ordinary annuity given the following conditions. Monthly payment, compounded quarterly. Isang 12, M1 is 12, compounded quarterly, M2 is 4. General annuity. Quarterly payment. So that's the payment interval, 4. Tapos compounded annually, 1. General annuity, since they are not equal. Semi-annual payment, that's the payment interval, 2. And then compounded annually, that's 1. Compounded annually is 1. So this is general annuity. So you can find the F and the P using these formulas, like the example here. Okay. So I guess you can answer the assimilation, assessment, and reflection section of the LEAP. That's all.